All right, y'all. What's up, man? Exodus One, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Ranking. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit the notification bell. Had to pop out the last live. You want to donate to the channel? Cash App in the description. You want to follow me on any other platform? Everything in the top description of my YouTube. With that being said, let's get this show on the road, y'all. So it looked like, and I'm in the middle of uploading my stuff, so. Right now, it look like we're gonna have to listen to Gucci and Mr. Kim and some shit. Hold on. Or some stuff. I meant to say. Um. Oh. What the fuck is going on with that?
Hey yo, check this out. This is DJ Khaled, and I want everybody to listen to Pandora now. Pandora got new. Huh?
I'm starting out my day with a brown perk. No pancakes, just a couple served. Baking soda pot and a silver fork. You already know it's time to go to work.
I'm back up in the kitchen working with a
Chicken.
You get 63
Grams for like 12.50.
50 pounds of perk, 50 pounds of meat. As soon as it's gone, I'll sell another 60. My baby needs some shoes,
My auntie need a purse.
the
Summer
summer
coming real soon, so I need a vert.
I hop up out that van with that duffel bag.
And if somebody try me,
on my buses in. I'm
counting on money in my living room. Birds everywhere, I call it the chicken room.
Pills in the cabinet,
Pounds in the bin,
attic full of guns,
basket full of Benjamin.
two AK-47s
And a blowtorch,
a couple jackets
knocking
knocking
hard on my front porch.
a couple old schools
In my backyard, if I don't know you, I'ma serve you through my burger bar. Gucci bag,
Gucci bag. Did you miss me or miss my route? This that news, that county jail, that 7-4 right street straight out of cell. You on I'm on the floor list. Since I'm a rich man,
I need a rich chick.
I got a sick wrist. It cost my 6 bricks. I'm on that slick.
That's all six.
We NPR right now. Got a dynamic duo. Zaytoven and Gucci. The winners in history in the making. Human highlight film.
Do my highlights, man, with this bitch.
Yeah. We can't have some fun with y'all today. 1017. Green Squad Records. We do it. We do it like the last
One
time
more
we ever
time, one
gonna
more
do
time,
it.
y'all gonna do it.
Hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sighs, get me out into the nighttime.
What's up? Raquel. What's up? Smith 2139. What happened? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Where y'all tapping in from? City, state, Providence, country. What's up? Let me know where y'all coming from.
Shake my window, sweet seducing sighs, get me out into the nighttime. Four walls won't hold me tonight. If this town
It's just an apple. Hey.
let me take a bite, and they say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? I say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? Reaching out to touch a stranger. Electric eyes are everywhere. See that girl? She knows I'm watching. See that girl? She likes the way I
You don't know this song?
say why.
Man, cut it out, bro. Watch out. If you don't know this song, bro, you must be. Where are you from?
Does it do me that
Fuck what this song is. Where are you from? Ain't no motherfucker. Where you don't know this song, bro?
does it do me that way? I like living this way.
I know you fucking lying. That boy say he don't know what this song is. That's crazy. Mr. Ken. Mr. Ken don't know. Mr. Ken don't know.
Across the morning, the city's heart begins to beat.
Alright, I gotta go to some videos now, man. I had to pop out that last one because, yeah, we're going back to Hip Hop Buddha. This video ain't really, it's like 20 minutes. So we're gonna pop back to Hip Hop Buddha. We was doing this in the last video, so we popping back and doing it again in this one. So bam, let's go. Y'all check out Hip Hop Buddha channel too.
Hi, excuse me.
No hablo inglés.
Okay, I would like to ask you, where do I get this ketchup? I can find it.
Ok, me gustaría preguntar dónde conseguir.
Yo, we back with another one. And they saying Rick Ross is a fake gangster with police ties. You know what I'm saying? And he getting exposed. He trying to sue Rennie and all type of stuff going on, man. So we finna get into this video and check it out. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Make sure y'all hit that hype button, hype me up. Make sure y'all like and share the video. Let's get right into it.
Rick Ross is having a temper tantrum because a movie was coming out on Remy Ma's network that was going to inadvertently expose this secret he's been lying about for years. And I don't know why he's been lying about it. Nobody knows. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up.
And make sure y'all go bet on that weather.
And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is going to be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get to it.
If that's the case, all you gotta do is watch the news, watch the weatherman on the news, and goddamn do it like that. Shit.
Technology and first deposit. Rick Ross found out there was a movie coming out on Remy Ma's network called The Biggest Boss, and it was about this correctional officer who was like this dirty cop who turned rapper. Now that story sounded really familiar because that's awfully similar to Rick Ross' life story. So Rick Ross sent a cease and desist to Remy Ma's network not to put out that particular movie. His reason for the cease and desist was he believes that the movie is infringing on his name and likeness, but honestly, I think the real reason is Rick Ross understands that if that movie comes out, if it takes steam, it's gonna have a lot of
If that movie come out, he's cooked. Flamboyant.
questions about his past for the new generation or people who forgot about this story. Because Rick,
I mean, to a certain extent, though, that is.
Man, we ain't never forget about that shit. 50, Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, make sure he keep reminding us he the police, bro.
It's his life story, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he would be mad about it. Everybody should know about that.
Rick Ross has been pretty inconsistent when telling this story and has lied a lot about exactly like what his work was as a correctional officer or how long he did it and why he did it or him even doing it at all. So because Rick Ross has been pretty inconsistent,
The Booby Boys, Triple C's, Ross said he had hit them, keys coming in on them boats. Port of Miami, he ain't got nothing to lose. Every day we hustling. You know what I'm saying? Built his whole career out there. Well, at first he was saying that wasn't him in the correctional.
Okay, the first song was what he just said. Every Day We Hustling. That was the main hit song when Rick Ross first came out. The second song was Push It to the Limit.
Off of the pictures, but now we know that it was him.
and has lied a lot about his past as a correctional officer. This movie coming out would expose him badly, so now he's having a temper tantrum, trying to get the movie shut down before it comes out. After Rick Ross sent the cease and desist, we find out that it's Remy Ma's network, but she's not really involved in the creation of the movie.
Yeah, so it's like
kind of like you.
It's like sort of like a Tubi type of thing. You could bring your movie to Tubi and they'll play that shit on her network. So I mean, Remy Ma was smart to do that because if you got a whole network, you're gonna be able to. I'm pretty sure it's one or two or three of them shows gonna take off, and it might help her catapult her platform even higher.
Create your movie, you bring it to her, she give you like a deal for the movie. So the deal was created by third party. I think Brick Baby is also in the movie, if I'm not mistaken. So
Brick Baby.
The article reads, Rick Ross, he respects the hustle, but he's saying Remy Ma has gone too far. The biggest boss is going after Remy and her network for a movie that he says rips off his name and likeness and his music. Remy is apparently planning to release the film called Biggest Boss on her platform, the Remy Network. Now, according to a letter sent by Rick Ross attorneys and obtained by TMZ, Rick Ross is claiming the project features the unauthorized use of his music and trade name and
definitely can't use the music. You use the music, they gonna sue your ass.
And then they halt the project from going forward.
Now, of course, they won't be able to use the music without his permission or whoever owns the masters.
Yeah, once that shit is solidified and copyrighted, bro, you can't do shit with that music, bro. That's why they be flagging people on YouTube that if something might be playing in the background and it's copyrighted, they flagging the video.
People signed to at the time for whatever music they was trying to use. I could understand that. But the movie as a whole, like I said, they basically, whoever went to Remy with this movie, and she probably thought it sounded hot to her, but it's basically, Rick Ross story. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? He gotta get paid.
Not only that, Rick Ross says it's confusing fans into thinking he has something to do with the movie, citing comments on social media. Now, a rep for Remy Ma tells TMZ, Remy was personally unaware of the concerns raised regarding Rick Ross and takes the matter seriously. She has maintained a personal and professional relationship with Rick Ross for more than 20 years and would never intentionally engage in any action that could harm him, his brand, or cause offense. Now, the film is apparently about a police officer who steals a drug dealer's life story and turns it into a rap career.
So the way they might try to switch this shit out is the fact that it's a police officer. Rick Ross was actually a correctional officer. He worked in the prison. He's basically like a prison guard. And he made it in the music industry. They're saying it's a policeman, so it's already a little minor difference in the story right there. So like,
Very similar to
come on, dog.
That sound like Ross 100%. I mean, hey, Rick Ross might as well just, hey, if it's a good movie, man, I don't know. I ain't seen no trailer for the movie or nothing like that. But hey, if it's up to par, he might as well just sign on to get a cut, cause that's his life story.
Ross' own, backstory, which I said earlier, of being a correctional officer turned rapper. Now, apparently, like Remy Ma's rep is saying that Remy Ma has reached out to Rick Ross directly, and upon being made aware of the issue, the title was immediately removed from the platform. The Remy Network is now closely working with its partners to strengthen review processes and ensure that situations like this do not occur moving forward. But here's the problem, though. Remy Ma, she only removed the title. The movie itself is still going forward. Now, the title, The Biggest Boss, is not on it, but I mean, anybody can use their brain and say, this sounds awfully similar to the Rick Ross life story. And I can almost guarantee Rick Ross is still not going to be happy. He's still he's still going to do whatever he can to make sure that this project is halted completely because he doesn't want to get exposed. See, Rick Ross for years have been telling inconsistency in regards to his career as a correctional officer. When Rick Ross was recently asked by the Full Send podcast, Rick Ross says that he only worked as a correctional officer for 4 months and he never really made it past the training stage. He never really made it to the prison.
By the way, too, you worked, I don't know if you...
Nah, that's a lie. Because I done seen this man shaking hands with folks like he got an award. So I don't know if it was becoming the guard and then he blew up. I don't know what it was, but I seen this motherfucker get an award. And I think the award, if I'm not mistaken, the award was for perfect attendance. So you don't get awards like that unless you're working there for a certain amount of time.
I want to talk about it all because this is your room.
I can't wait.
So were you a correctional officer at one point?
I was, yeah.
So going all the way back. When was that? How long ago?
Maybe when I was 20.
20 years old.
Yeah.
20.
What kind of people were in there?
Hey, man. Rap accepted. I mean, it is what it is, man. I know a lot of people bring it up. Ross the Poet.
6ix9ine. I mean, it's a lot of people in the hip hop game untold. They just trying to keep it on the low.
Please. Well, he used to be a police and this and the third, but hey, if his peers did, man, at the time, they say the music was too good.
Hey, y'all, everybody, send $1 in the cash app. Send $1 in the cash app right now. Send $1 in the cash app. Anybody in
the music too good for anybody to care if you're a snitch or not. And they say if your music good, you can be all you can be. You can be whatever you want to be. That's what they saying.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really get to make it to the prison. Because you got to go through training and all that, and I didn't last long.
Right.
I may have last 4 months.
Yeah,
right.
Before
hey, hold on.
Yeah.
I got your bum, dog. I got a bum for you. I got a bum for you. I'm talking about bum. Your pussy ass out the chat, bitch.
I was a little
Fuck
tardy.
that goofy ass shit.
What made you want to do that?
23. What's up?
One of my big homies had just got in trouble and
What's up?
a lot of
LA,
things were going on and he just
Casson.
suggested it.
You fuck with it or not?
Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't.
I mean, like the stream basically for 18 or older. Like you got to be 18 or older. You can't just be coming up like no little 9-year-old kids, and now we're not doing that. And no teeny boppers. We only doing. Okay, it says okay. Damn, but then I got another little thing called. Damn. It's alright though. I'm gonna rock with y'all. Hopefully she don't fall.
Anything you gotta
too
really
soon.
do and you fucking running and jogging and
Yeah.
all of that shit, man. I missed a few days.
Ain't trying to work out. You're running and jogging and all that. Ain't trying to work out. But at the end of the day, man, like, he did
What up?
They say, one of the booby boys or something got in trouble. He told Ross to do. I don't know, man.
92.76. What up? What happened?
He got an award for perfect attendance. He was telling them dudes like
told y'all. Y'all already just said he got an award for perfect attendance. I mean, he liked doing that shit, but I mean, I'm like this though. I mean, just being, cause I ain't no gang member. I'm not in no gang. But I will say, the man would just had to try to get a job to feed his family. That was it though. Like you did, like the nigga was trying to feed his family. So it's like, if it ain't them that many jobs, he's 20 years old trying to get a position. He might have had kids, anything. He do got children, and probably want to take care of them. I mean, I can't fault a man for wanting to, get a foothold on a career and then pop out of your old job. Like, that's crazy, bro. Bro popped out of his old job like a motherfucker, bro. Like, bro, imagine the people that worked with him was like, damn, he was working. Just imagine the prisoners in the jail. They probably was like, damn, that nigga was a CO. Now he on TV and shit.
That's
like,
all I know. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie though. I don't see how some had to go on.
Somebody say Santa. I'm the Wakandan. I'm Santa. I'm Santa from Wakanda.
So whereas this was able to just take place and be okay in Florida. I don't think that the people in Florida was like, they knew like Ross was a correctional officer and they just let him be like one of the biggest rappers to ever come from Florida. I don't see it happening. So, it is what it is.
Days.
What was your paycheck a week then?
It was horrendous.
How much?
It's like $25K a year, something
Around
right?
some shit like $500 every 2 weeks.
$500 a week.
Yeah.
How long did it
They
take?
was trying to tell, they wanted me to do right, man. They said they seen greatness in me.
Yeah.
They wanted me to be great, man. And they actually had two choices for me, a fireman or correction.
Remember Rick Ross? You were in a fire and Rick Ross comes and saves you.
Yo, we burn like
Yeah.
Man, Rick Ross can't be no goddamn firefighter, bro. Now cut it out, bro. Bro, if my house on fire and Rick Ross climb up on the ladder, my nigga, I'm gonna think my motherfucking house finna cave in, bro. Stop playing, man. Watch that. Watch the fuck out, big dog. What? Cut it out.
He's getting your girl.
I love
Leaving
that.
you.
No, it's just always a relationship. Sometimes Rick Ross saves you.
Now, see, that sound kind of skeptical right there. Because you say you had to take the correctional position because it was your homie suggested, but you said you was also about to be a firefighter too. You see what I'm saying?
Is it a firefighter? Is it a correctional officer? But whatever he did, it was something to feed his family. So that's why I ain't got no qualms with all that. It's just the fact that when the shit first happened, nigga, you just lied, nigga. Own that shit. Own your truth, bit dog.
Oh man, it's crazy.
If you was in there telling,
worldwide.
if you was in there telling them niggas lights out, cut the TV off and all that shit, that's
ain't nothing to worry about.
She wouldn't. Well, guess what? We keep it. We have a lot of fire alarms in our apartment, and we're very protective there. We make sure no fires happen in the apartment. So
What
What's up?
take your ladder,
DC
take your ladder, and
Electric.
you can take it down Egypt's house and go over there.
No, because that was a nice apartment. What apartment building was it?
Everything Rick Ross is
DC Electric. What's happening, y'all? What's happening,
And
big?
how we know this? Well, 1090 J proved it. So Rick Ross said he was only a correctional officer for about 4 months. He never really went to no
Y'all
jail.
do me one favor. Everybody hit the like button, man. I'm talking about y'all jamming up in here, man. Hit the like button, bro. Come on, dog. That shit free, man. Do it for me, man.
Jails or prisons, well, maybe county jail. But he never really went to prison or the big boy prison. He didn't really operate in his official duties as a correctional officer. He was never engaged in no snitching or police activity. But 1090 Jake did a video where he broke down not only is the 4 month story not true, much of what Rick Ross has to say about his time as a correctional officer is not true.
In new news, back in 2008, pictures would be released of Ross in uniform.
Boss. Yeah, Ross, that's definitely you. That's definitely you right there, bro.
And he'd speak exclusively with all hip hop, stating, "My life is 100% real. These online hackers putting a picture of my face when I was a teenager in high school on other people's body."
That man was not no teenager, bro. Not in high school. Not you too big to be a teenager, bitch.
If this shit was real, don't you think they would have more specifics, like dates and everything? So when then 32-year-old Ross claimed the pic was photoshopped, his kingpin lifestyle was real, and there was no proof behind the CO allegations.
Waking up tomorrow and finding 100,000 Robux in your account, what would be the first skin you buy? Roblox?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Well, a media website by the name of The Smoking Gun would send in a public records request receiving 86 pages from the Florida Department of Corrections about Officer Ricky's short career. A photo of William Roberts, aka Rick Ross's state of Florida application, would state he received
William Wesley, nigga.
his diploma from Miami Carroll City High and went on to Albany State University to...
I ain't gonna lie. One of my favorite beefs, definitely Black Santa. Yup, Black Santa. We all the way from the North motherfucking Pole in this bitch. Cut it out, man. We in the North motherfucking Pole in this bitch. Cut it out, my nigga. I'm talking about we cold. It's cold in here. It's cold in here, big dog. That's why I'm drinking brandy. I'm drinking that good warm brandy. Oh, yeah.
Study criminal justice. On his supplementary application, he stated his nickname was Big East and denied knowing anyone in prison, along with never working in prison or in law enforcement. Now, with every new recruit, the Department of Corrections wants to know how willing you are.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no front or nothing. I'm not a blood bit, dog. What's the best liquor? That's a good question. I done drunk a lot of them motherfuckers. What's the best liquor? If you go on liquor, we gotta go. We gotta go Hen Dog, Hennessy. And it's crazy because I used to work at a liquor store. I used to do security in the fucking liquor store, and I'm trying sitting here trying to think because it's a million bottles in that bitch, but I just say you can't lose with the Hen Dog, bro. You can't lose with the Hennessy bit, dog. Yeah, you can't lose with the Hen Dog. Hen Dog gonna be one of them go to like Jordan or Kobe. If you trying to win the game, pass the ball to fucking Kobe. If you want to win the game, pass the ball to Jordan, my nigga.
Complete your correctional duties. Ross would check off he's willing to work rotating shifts, carry a firearm, and work with violent mates, homosexuals.
Bruh say Henny. What y'all think? What's the best liquor, y'all? I don't know. I don't know how old y'all is in here, but what's the best liquor in them motherfuckers?
etc. He'd also state he's willing to shoot an inmate who's attempting to escape, body search a male or female inmate, and write an incident report. In 1995, Ross would take an oath of loyalty to support the Constitution and would receive a letter stating he's now officially a correctional officer trainee at the South Florida Reception Center. 5 months later, it was now 1996, and Ross would receive an award for completing 540 hours of basic training. Ross was now an official corrections officer and can be seen taking a picture at his graduation ceremony.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, Ross, that's you. Hey man. I mean, I thought everybody knew this, but I guess they didn't, but that's Ross, 100,000 million%.
4 months later, he'd receive a certificate of appreciation for perfect attendance from the...
Now that part got me.
See, perfect attendance, that mean, nigga, you was working in that bitch. Oh, okay, have you ever had peanut butter whiskey? Please tell me you've had peanut butter whiskey. Bro, that shit's so motherfucking good, bro. Like, that shit, bro, man, that's some good shit, bro. You don't need no chaser. All you gotta do is pour the shit in the cup and maybe put a couple ice cubes in there if you want a little chili in this bit. But man, I'm telling you, bro, that peanut butter whiskey.
I got for you because the boss was a little tardy. No, they said you had perfect
attendance, nigga. That mean you was working that bitch. I mean, you was getting your checks.
Attendance. You didn't miss a day. You did double time on the weekends. You.
Hey, that's funny, bro. That's funny, bro.
Who was always up, telling them lights out. Like, this is crazy, man. But like I said, hip hop accepted it. They said Ross' music was too good. They let it fly.
The same woman he can be seen shaking hands with at his ceremony. But eventually, all good things must come to an end. And in June of 1997, Ricky Rose sent in a resignation letter and officially left the force.
Hold on, when? June when?
All good things must come to an end. And in June of 1997, Ricky Rose sent in a resignation.
So damn, 97. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I do remember Rick Ross was rapping a long time ago. I think he was fucking with Trick and them. With Trick Daddy. What's up? Paula? I think that's Paula. I can barely see, man. I'm reading the what's called the screen.
Nation letter and officially left the force.
On screen.
But like I said, this isn't new news. This came out back in 2008, and 50 Cent started calling Ross Officer Ricky in 2009. That same year, Rick Ross would admit to XXL it was in fact him in the pictures. He'd state, "Me not answering or addressing that situation has nothing to do with my career. I've accomplished enough and I've made enough money for me to be good. Yes, it was me in those pictures, but I'm gonna tell you this. Me taking that job, I was doing my job. You understand what I mean?" He'd continue on saying the stuff he talks about is real, the dope is real, and the gun talk is official.
But see, this is another thing too. A lot of people don't understand, bro. Like, they all supposed to be held to a certain standard. It says I might be wrong. It says what? It says wasn't Rick Ross? Yeah, he was. He was a correctional officer. But we doing this video because Remy Ma got a network, and she putting out a movie. Well, I guess they changed the name of the movie. It was gonna be called The Big Boss, and it was about a police officer that became a rapper. And the name of the movie was gonna be called The Biggest Boss, but I think she switched the name. I don't know what the name gonna be now, but that's why we talking about this shit though. Like, yeah, bro, like that thing. But see, I feel like, bro, you should have just owned that shit, bro. Like, bro, you was a correctional. You was not a police, bro. In the movie, they saying that he playing a policeman. They could twist just that little piece of truth right there. Oh well, he's not a correctional officer in the movie. He's a policeman. Come on, dog.
Late.
Man, watch out, bro. Come on, bro. Watch out.
When exactly was Rick Ross in the streets serving bricks? In an interview with the Full Send podcast, the alleged kingpin was asked about
And
his.
see, that's the thing too, though. All this, bro, you gotta think about it, bro. The man wanted a rap career. He became a rapper. So look, boom. Nigga became a rapper. I'm from Florida, so I know, nigga. I'm born and raised in Florida, Jacksonville, Duval County. So he took Freeway Ricky Ross' name and named himself Rick Ross. Bro, that's what some rappers do. They take on different people's, that in the past, like Al Capone and Noriega and all this shit, bro. Like they take on other people's names and shit like that. That don't mean they trying to be them, but I guess they live in a similar lifestyle or want to be on that level. So, I mean, I can't fault the man for changing the name to Rick Ross because, I mean, that's what he wanted to be. He wanted to be Rick Ross. And he's known as Rick Ross.
Time as a corrections officer in Florida State Prison.
You now obviously know the lie that Rick Ross told you.
Man, that nigga, hey, the original Freeway Rick Ross was not a gangster, bro. That nigga was a smart, intelligent individual that sold a lot of dope. He sold I'm talking about, in the 80s, this man was making millions of dollars in a week, bro. Maybe a day. Millions of dollars, bro, in a week, my nigga. I think he said he was clocking out at 50 million a month. But he was always on the highway, taking that work, East Coast to West Coast, Midwest, South, Texas. Boom, he going up New York. Boom, he going up, you know what I'm saying? He was moving.
You told him folks he was only there for 4 months, when in fact he was there for 18 months if you look at the timeline, even receiving an award for perfect attendance. But that's the thing, right?
Yeah, but he got you gotta watch the documentary on him, bro. That man, like I said, he wasn't no gangster, but this man making millions of dollars a week and would pay people bills, throw cookouts, feed the whole neighborhood. People short on their rent, helping them out. Shit like that, bro. Like, real nigga shit, bro. Like, that's, when you get it, and you get, bro, if I'm getting $50 million a month, bro, I gotta help somebody, bro. I can't hold all that money to my motherfucking self, bro. I'm looking at it like this. I can start a nonprofit organization, and if I'm making $50 million a month, bro, I could take $500,000 and put it in a nonprofit organization every month, and that shit'll be running like a well-oiled machine, my nigga. Like, straight up, on God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that type of money right there, bro, that's past life-changing money, bro. That's like, yeah. Yeah.
I think Rick Ross is going above and beyond to try to stop this because for some reason, man, he has this weird thing with his past as a
That's generational money, bro. That kind of money, $50 million in a month. I'm talking about a month, bro. This man was doing this shit for years, nigga. Come on, bro. You got to put all that shit together, bro. Like, bro, just off the top of the dome, nigga. Bro, that's like, just think about that in the 80s. We ain't even talking about now, bro. Because now, everything high price, whatever. Bro, in the 80s, if you had $1,000, you was down there like a rich motherfucker. Bro, Bro, this man was making $50 million a month, bro.
Officer, when I don't understand.
It's hard to explain to you when you didn't grow up in that time. I grew up in that time,
right?
so
You
I
was
know.
not a police officer per se. Now you do have to swear to protect the Constitution. So you know, like you are somewhat of an officer, but who cares, right? Like who cares? Now, do I believe like the Rick Ross story of selling dope? I don't. Like Rick Ross was in high school, he went to college, and then he started working as a correctional officer. At what point in between that time did Rick Ross have time to sell drugs? And then
I do know for sure Rick Ross shot a video out here. The dudes I used to get my little tree from, bro. When I used to go get the little trees, bro, they showed me in the video. I'm like, damn, that's crazy, bro. The man shot a video in your house, bro. Right downtown Atlanta, bro. They done tore that shit down now, though. But the video's still up, though.
Afterwards. So no, I don't buy like the drug dealing tale, and obviously we now know that he stole the name from the real kingpin Rick Ross, right? That's just a fact. Yeah, but like Rick Ross feel like he has to hide being a correctional.
A fucking kingpin. You heard what they said? He said a kingpin, bro. Kingpin. That ain't no drug dealer. He's not a drug dealer. He's a kingpin. That's a whole nother goddamn ballpark, my nigga.
Office to me is stupid. Only in our community would somebody feel like having a job like that where he's gainfully employed, he got benefits, he's making hella money. Only in our community.
Yeah, in the real.
Nah, like even they were trying to say goddamn. But see, that's another thing I was saying earlier. UK, what up? UK, what up? But no, it's I don't know. No. What I'm saying is, bruh, I know y'all know about the Young Thug, the YSL case. So the YSL case, it was a officer bringing in drugs to what's the boy name? Gunner. Bringing drugs in to Gunner. She fucked around. And I don't know if she smoked a blunt or whatever before she went to work, but I guess them rabbit ears was raised, so they was like, hold on, something ain't right here. What's going on? I guess she might have been smelling like weed. This bitch went in Fulton County smelling like weed, bro, in the county jail, and she got the same job Rick Ross got, correctional officer. Man, they locked that bitch up, bro. And Gunner might have got out before she did.
I was trying to get his name back, couldn't even get his name back. Ain't that messed up? You really the one serving the drugs, moving the drugs.
So listen, yo, we're gonna run
somebody
this shit
feel like having
so watch
a
this.
job.
He gonna say, the real Rick Ross sued the rapper Rick Ross and was like, yo, I'm trying to get my name back. You can't use that name no more, blase. I think they said that. Hold on, let's listen to what they say. Let's listen.
Like that where he's gainfully employed, he got benefits, he's making hella money. Only in our
Yeah, and the real Rick Ross tried to get his name back, couldn't even get his name back. Ain't that messed up? You really the one serving the drugs, moving the drugs.
So the real Rick Ross sued the rapper Rick Ross for his name, Rick Ross. That's my government name, and couldn't win in court. That's crazy.
You go do all that time, y'all. Look, you go do all that time under your real name for selling the drugs and all that. And what?
Hey, Rick Ross really was getting it like that. But see, this is the craziest thing about Rick Ross. Bro, Rick Ross wasn't rocking big chains, jewelry, all this back in the 80s when niggas was really flashy, like especially up north. On East Coast, niggas was flashy, bro. We was just flashy like that. Especially Florida. We in Florida, big chain, gold tee, all that. Man, that man had like a little ugly ass car he'll ride around in, and bro, it's crazy, bro. Just to think that. Listen. This nigga had $50 million a month back in the 80s and drove a little beat up ass car, fed the hood, um, paid people bills, helped them out, helped the kids out. And I'm not here to glorify any of this. I'm not glorifying, selling illegal substances. I'm just saying it like, to me, it's more like a Robin Hood type story because the man wasn't even trying to flash it like, oh, okay, I got all this money. He wasn't even doing that. Bro, back in the 80s, I don't even know how the fuck you would tell a motherfucker you got $50 million, bro. Them niggas will rob you on the spot.
And while you sitting behind them bars, this dude, a rapper, come out of nowhere, take your drug tail, storm and raps, take your name, blows up, become one of the biggest rappers in the world, and you can't profit at all from it.
Yeah, like you can't profit off your own name. That's crazy, bro. Like, I wish a motherfucker would take my name and make some money off that shit, but we're gonna have some problems. We're gonna have some serious problems.
Crazy, bro.
Community where we feel like that right there is something that I don't understand it, not one bit, right? Especially because like if we don't have any type of, okay, for example, right, bro, if Rick Ross don't have any type of snitching accusations in his past, if nobody has been accusing Rick Ross of telling on them, of putting them in prison, of putting them in jail, then why would being a correctional officer be something where it's like, yo, we are laughing at you or it's something to be ashamed of? It's not at all. There's a lot more things to be ashamed of than being a
Robin Hood is an admirable figure, dog. Like, he stole from the rich and gave to the poor.
Trust me, man.
I don't agree with stealing, but if it's to help somebody in a lesser position than you, let's go.
Now, I don't know if Remy Ma is gonna stop the movie from coming out completely, but I don't think Rick Ross is satisfied with just the name being changed. That's just a fact, okay? But let me know in the comment section, what do you got?
All right, man. Y'all check out my homie Hip Hop Buddha and Poetic Flacco. He was reacting to Poetic Flacco. I was reacting to Hip Hop Buddha. Let's go, dog. We finna mix this thing up in here. That's why we call it the freestyle fanaticz, because we always reacting to different videos, dog. Like, whole line bridging, whole line. Let me see. Oh, shit. This nigga Donald Trump will not leave these countries alone. Donald Trump is I'm gonna shut up. I ain't gonna say that. He's our president. I'll just say that. Your president. I don't even want to even speak on that, bro. Hold on. Oh, shit. We going to Willie D Live, y'all. You got one a couple hours, about 4 hours ago. Willie D Live, we about to check Willie D out. See what he's talking about.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? In September 2025, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met with pro-Israel American Gen Z influencers in New York, urging them to use their social media platforms, particularly TikTok and X, to amplify Israel's narrative, calling them vital weapons in an information war. Family, that was...
I don't know if y'all know, information rule the nation. Conversation rule the nation, bro.
September, I'm going to show you a video of what's going on now with this tech billionaire out of Israel. They are coming for the United States First Amendment. Well, they are very interested in what's going on with our First Amendment. Think about that. I want to play this video of Netanyahu meeting with social media influencers in New York.
I seen the
Just in case
video
you haven't
before.
seen
I've
it.
been seeing
I
it.
want to lay the foundation so that you can understand what's happening here.
Charlie's assassination with the
Nah, I ain't seen this one. I haven't seen this one. This is something different.
kind of trajectory that we see with like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. I guess I'm curious about what's another game plan if we lose evangelical support for the state of Israel. What's our backup plan to be strong, like outside of the diaspora?
The woke right. And he said, I call it the woke right.
He said the woke right.
A lot of this is done with money. Money of NGOs, vast money.
Man, bro. See, this the thing though, bro. They got money too. Y'all gotta think about shit like that right there. Like, I don't like when people try to play in my face, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You saying, oh, they got money, they can push this issue, push this narrative. Bro, you got money too.
Faster. Okay? We have to fight back. We're going to have to use the tools of battle. You know, the weapons change over time. And the most important ones are on social media. And the most important purchase that is going...
This man said the most important weapons we got right now is on social media. This is crazy, bro.
On right now is class wars. TikTok, number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential. And the other one, what's the other one? That's most important. X. That's very good.
So he telling y'all to go on TikTok and Twitter. The president of a whole nother country, big dog. Like, I'm trying to figure out how the hell you make this make sense, but let's just keep listening.
And, you know, so we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend. We should talk to him.
So that meeting occurred at the Israeli consulate in New York after Benjamin Netanyahu's UN General Assembly speech. Okay, so here's where we are, fam. The very purpose of social media was to give the voiceless a voice.
That's why I'm on YouTube. But things have changed since the beginning days of YouTube, y'all. Things have changed.
For those people who didn't have these big old platforms like CNN and ABC, NBC, CBS, all of that, right? All of that.
They could put their own narrative out. And that's why he's trying to hook up with the content creators, because he's like, well, shit, you got 20 million people watching you, you got 5 million watching you, you got 15 watching you, you got 10 watching you, you got 4 million watching you. Let me just tap into y'all 5 people, and then I can push a narrative. And that's the crazy part about it, bro. Yeah, that's some weirdo shit.
The mainstream. It was to give the voiceless a voice. But now they're trying to take that voice away and reclaim their position of authority, where they are the only ones who are determining what information that we receive. I want to play another video for you because this is extremely alarming. This is coming from a cyber guy, and he's telling you what's happening right now. Like, it's not coming. They're already censoring us.
Mm-hmm.
The messages are already being filtered.
Damn. Bruh said the messages are already being filtered.
Check this out.
Of Cato Network, Shlomo Kramer, also one of the founders of Checkpoint, another big cyber company. Shlomo, it's great to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How is AI, cyber warfare, shaping geopolitics right now?
So AI is going to revolutionize cyber warfare, is revolutionize cyber warfare from critical infrastructure to the fabric of society and politics and undermine it, giving unfair advantage to authoritarian governments against democratic countries, First Amendment type of.
It's already happening?
That's already happening. You're seeing the polarization in countries that allow for the First Amendment and protect it, which is great. And I know it's difficult to hear, but it's time to limit the First Amendment in order to protect it. And quickly.
They said they need to limit the First Amendment. Bro, you don't even sound like you even can speak good English, and you're talking about our First Amendment. Man, watch out. Watch out. Watch out, bruh. Oh, let me tell my goddamn friend. Cut it out.